Hi everyone, welcome along to the 2nd of December, FlossMas. We need an ark. Please, somebody send an ark or a small canoe, anything like that. It has rained and rained and rained today. We are currently in an amber weather warning, although the rain actually hasn't been as bad as about 3 or 4 weeks ago when we had huge floods, which shut the school and had no weather warning. So yes, we shall see. We shall see what happens overnight. I think it's due to stop raining a little bit, which would be nice. So I haven't got the window open today with the hordes of traffic coming past. I'm actually going to start today with something that I meant to do yesterday. I've actually allocated a FlossTuber for every day in December, and I forgot to do them yesterday. So I've got 2 for you today. So December the 1st, technically, is Pam and Steph from Just Keep Stitching. The reason I picked them first is because they were probably my first introduction to FlossTube. I'm sure that they were the first FlossTubers I ever watched, certainly that I can ever remember watching, and I blame them, quite frankly. I blame them for everything that has happened since then, because they introduced me to the rabbit hole that was FlossTube, and look what happened since then. So if you don't watch Pam and Steph, which I can't imagine that there is anybody who doesn't watch Pam and Steph, then please do go along and have a look. They've got quite the back catalogue to keep you going if you feel like you're going to be short of a thing or two over Christmas. 2nd of December, I have chosen Brenda, who is the Handwork Maniac. I love Brenda's channel. She just tackles such beautiful projects and with such purpose, and she works on them steadily, and she's the adult that I wish I could be, whereas I feel like I'm the sort of the flit around quite a lot. She's very good at keeping up her monthly challenges, doing the bits that need doing month in, month out, and she gets such brilliant progress. And lots of the things I've stitched have been stitched because I've seen her progress and her finishing. So there's 2 for you for today. Right, what have I got today? I have got a new start, something that I decided to start just yesterday. I've got my stitchy sort of roundup numbers for, let's call it the end of November, where I am at the end of November, the beginning of December, because I've got a feeling they might change. They might change a bit over December. I've got the 3 advent calendars. I've got some past stitching to show you, which I really, really want to get and put up downstairs. So I'm going to show you it today. I mentioned yesterday that I had put up all of my, or I was going to put up all of my little ornaments on the stair garland, which I've done, and I've made a little video of it. So if you're over on Instagram, you'll be able to see it, or I'll try and remember to tag it to the end of this video as well. So let's have a look at what I've stitched or started stitching. A few weeks ago, I said to you that I love the Jingle Ball. I love the charts that I can buy from the Jingle Ball. However, I haven't been very good at stitching them. But this one has been sat in my mind for quite some time. And I just decided yesterday was the day. You might be able to see, I won't turn it around and show you because it's got the chart, but you might be able to see somewhere here it looks like there's a pen mark on. It's because I've had to change the date on the chart. The chart is actually dated in the pattern 2021, although it says 2023 here. So I don't know whether this chart was actually an exclusive or something somewhere else before it went to the Jingle Ball, but I've had to change it from 2023 to 2025. So it's been waiting a while, and it really is the most beautiful little thing by Jeanette Douglas, who is the most beautiful thing. I love Jeanette. I have decided to stitch it on because I am very much a person who, the correct fabric is the one that I have got in my hand, and I can't undo that because I've pinned it shut. Oh, there we go. Bear with. So it's on the same fabric as I did my, I've made a right mess of this, my Merry Christmas on. So this is Vintage Lakeside in the colour Buttercream. Gosh. So I have literally done the Christmas at the bottom in a dark brown and the start of the vase. The vase. I'm just doing it in the Call for DMC, or the closest that I've got. So I think this brown is a bit darker than Call for, but again, that's what I had within easy reach, so that's what we're using. So that was a start. So I had to rework my figures. this is my stitching for this year. So this is where my November book ended up. Pink for me is new starts, green is finishes. So you can see I only had 2 finishes in November. My stitching overall for 2025, I had 54 starts. Now, lots of people aim for 50 in their 50th year. I kind of accidentally on purpose had 54. Yes, I think I have plenty of starts. I'm sad slightly that I've only had 45 finishes, because one of the main goals for this year was to try and decrease my whip number. Although it doesn't bother me, it was to try and chip away at a few of them. So I've now got 127 whips, works in progress, which is I'm comfortable with, but I was just hoping to get through a few more. But I think what I've done is I have stitched on quite a lot of older whips. I just haven't necessarily not replaced them with something else. So we shall see what December brings. So there is December. Whoops. Just need to add my little Christmas tree stitching in from there. Right, let's have a look at one of the advent calendars. We're going to start off with the one from Northumberland Sampler House, and I had a message from the lovely Chris, and she said that she's got this one as well, so she's going to be opening and hopefully stitching along, Chris, if we can decide when to do it. So as I said, I'm going to take out one of the things that isn't wrapped because I don't want to spoil anyone's surprise. So the first thing I'm going to take out today is the linen. So this is for Elizabeth Lincoln, obviously, because that's the chart I showed. I'll grab the chart in just a minute. And it's 36 count aged biscuit. Now, I'm already getting in some reasonably unworkable piles on the bed. So this was Elizabeth Lincoln. I'm going to pop that down there because I'm going to start a project bag for her. I will unwrap this so that you can get to see it, oh it's loud, in all its glory. Oh, look at that ribbon. I shall be keeping that ribbon. So this is for Elizabeth Lincoln. Beautifully serged, beautifully dyed. Fat quarter, aged biscuit. Now, Anita does sell her linens on her Etsy shop, and she does some beautiful, beautiful linens, but you really need to follow along on Instagram or favourite her shop on Etsy to find out when she puts them up, because they really don't last very long, because they are beautiful. They are. Oh, they're so lovely to stitch on. So I'm really looking forward to that. Maybe tomorrow we'll start thinking about opening some DMC. Right, let's have a little look and see what my stitching from the past is that I want to get put up. And I those of you who've watched me for a while would know that it's not going to take me long to show these in December. This is probably, I'm going to squidge back, probably one of my most favourite stitches that I have ever done. And I think it's one of your most favourite stitches that I've ever done as well. The response I've got for this has always been fabulous. So grab a pen and paper if you need to. These are the 4 Santa portraits. They are from the November, December just cross stitch, not the special edition one, but the normal one, November, December from 2011. And you can get them because there are CD-ROMs of all the Just Cross Stitch magazines. There's CD-ROMs of the normal collections, which is where these came from, and there's CD-ROMs of the Christmas collections. So these are my 4 Santa portraits. I'll give you a close look at each one. I'm never quite sure which is my favourite. I do like the Santa with the pipe, but then I do like the one with the green as well. Here is Santa painting a little toy car. That's a car. I don't want to say train. And then there is the Santa in his kind of fur. Beautiful. Which one's got beads on it? Is it this one? Yeah, this one all of the little snowflakes there are actually beads. So this is stitched on a 28 count that I hand dyed myself. And this frame, people always ask me about this frame. This frame came from Amazon. If you check out my storefront underneath, I've got it listed in there. It's not always in stock, so you might have to just keep an eye and keep going back and see whether it comes back into stock. There's this version, which is like the distressed wood version, and then there's kind of like a white, more of a white one. So there's that one. And this will be hanging up downstairs. Incidentally, I have to take my devil mask off the wall to hang my Santas. That's just the way we roll in this house. Now I've also printed out, because I would love to do these as well, just so that you're aware, these are by the same artist, and these are in various different just cross stitch Christmas edition magazines. So the artist, I should have said, is Carol Emmer, E-M-M-E-R. And I'm going to show you. These are all smaller. I can't honestly remember the stitch counts of those, if I'm honest, but these ones are all about 56 by 39, and the amount of detail that she's got in them is just incredible. 70 by 60, so they're all that sort of size. So there's the first one, and that one was in the 2001 just cross stitch special edition. Then there's this one, and this was in the 1997 one. I love that one as well. I'm going to have to go back to that edition. I've got these on CD-ROM, hence why they're printed. So there's that one. And whoops, this one is from 2002. And then the year 2000. And last but not least, have I done that one? No, similar, 1999. So those are smaller ones that could be made into ornaments to go alongside those, or pillows, or you could find another window but with smaller apertures. So love, 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 love. I thought you'd enjoy seeing those. Right, let's have a little look, a little delve into the next box, shall we? Now this happens every year. Within moments I get as if there's not enough space. Right, so we're into the advent box. Oops. And this is the, let's try and show you this one. This is the Historical Sampler Company one. I'd already put the bottom of the box on the bottom. Let's find number 2. There is number 2. I'll just show you quickly because it's on the top. This is what came yesterday, the little sheet pattern with the fabric. And this is number 2. Oh, I can see something. I can see something. I hoped there would be. And this is one of their fabulous needle minders. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't he fabulous? So he goes with there. Bit of a theme developing here. So fabulous, fabulous. I've got the one from Corey's Little Shop. I'm going to keep that for just a minute because I have also got the freebie to share with you. So this freebie comes from Erin Elizabeth, and this one is called, it's just called Snowman Freebie. Look at that, how fabulous is that? That's available to download on her website. I'll put the link down below. Right. Let's have a look in the Corey's Little Shop box, and then I've got a little bit of haul to share with you. So this is Corey's Little Shop. Now yesterday I got this fabulous Aurifil thread, and I checked with Letitia, this is the same weight as the Sulky Petites, so it is that slightly heavier 12 weight. So I'm looking forward to using that. Day 2. Here is day 2. There we go. So let's have a look. There's only 2 ends to a bag, Michelle. It's got to be one of them. Oh, and we've got a floss here. No, I tell lies. We've got 2 flosses. Look at these. These are the Avera Soie d'Alger. Are they both the same? Yeah, Avera Soie d'Alger. And there is a 5 meters of silk. This is a very pale blue. Let's see if I can show you that. A very pale blue. And the colourway, if you are interested, is 112. And then this one is fabulous. It's sort of like a dusky pink. And the colourway for that one, if you're interested, is 4633. So that is 3 new threads to try out already. Excellent. Right, a little bit of haul that came in and a couple of little purchases. The first one is the Fox and Rabbit fabric of the month, which I sent out on Saturday. So if you don't want to see it, if it hasn't arrived with you yet, then you might want to just hide your eyes a minute. But I also wanted to show you this. This is the bag that it comes in. How fabulous is that artwork? Love it. So this is the November fabric of the month. This is called Moon Dust. And it's a beautifully soft grey blue. Let's give you a bigger shot of it. Look at that. That's half of it. It's a fat quarter. Fabulous. Love, love, love. Thank you so much to Karen and Bren for another year of this brilliant fabric club. It's been amazing, really amazing. Right, I have also got, now I'm a real sucker for a fabric panel. I got loads of them. I don't always do anything with them, but I saw this one for sale and I think I might make it into a tree skirt. I really want a tree skirt. And this one is called Old Father Christmas, and I'm just trying to find a manufacturer on it. I don't think it's a Cranston one. No, not that I can see anywhere. I can't see. So it's got 4 Santas on it. So him, his little rabbit. I'm going to hide myself completely then. This one, the beautiful red, and the Father Christmas with the Christmas tree. Yeah, I think I might do a tree skirt. I've wanted a tree skirt for ages and just never got around to doing one or making one. So I think they might become a tree skirt. I was at the charity shop. I picked up a good length of tartan bunting, which I'm going to put up downstairs once I have shown it to you. I think it's made out for little hankies, quite frankly, but fabulous, fabulous. And as it was St Andrew's Day a couple of days ago, hi to Pam and to Stuart and to Mary, then fabulous. And then I also picked up 2 napkins because I really liked the fabric and I wanted to use the fabric for the back of some little pillows and ornaments. I do love a little rootle around a charity shop. Some of the things that you can find are amazing. And I also picked up some of this. This is the foam board that I use for mounting lots and lots of my projects on to frame them. This is acid free, neutral pH, anti-UV tested, non-toxic, and it's basically the foam core board, and then it's got, exactly as the name suggests, foam in the core. These are the little packs, the A3 packs. I picked this one up from the works. If you need bigger sheets, I normally go to Hobbycraft, and they do like 5 big sheets for maybe £15. It's been a while since I bought some. But for generally speaking, for smaller projects up to A3 size, these are perfect and readily available, I would imagine, in most high streets. Right, well, that's my plug for the works then. Right, that's it, me done. I will put my little video on the end, and I will see you tomorrow. Stay classy, Stitchers.